got fish in there.
Well, there we go, that did not take long at all. Probably been fishing about 5-10 minutes. Just setting the camera up to do an intro vlog and the rod started beeping, so twiddled the camera around. I think I just caught the run on camera. And it's probably only about £3, very small, but good condition all the same. And happy days off the mark, hopefully we'll catch a few more. Tom's just arrived, so we'll get a few more rods out, hopefully try and pick up a few bigger ones. But I'm happy with that. Good way to start the day, slipping back. He's off anyway. Everyone missed this swellhead. I haven't, so I see him anyway. But all of his little fanboys might be happy. Anyway, fishing on the Avon today. As you saw, I've already got one. Before I could even get the camera set up and the microphone on, the rod was away. So unfortunately there's no audio. But I had my first pike and it was only about £3, a really small one, but off the mark, and hopefully we'll have a few more. That was straight out into mid-water. Quite really deep out there actually, on the tail end of a bluey. And it's back out there now, left rod's down in the margin. And we're here for I don't know how long, a few hours, hopefully have a few. Tom's just setting up and he's going to fish to the right of me. And hopefully with the 4 rods out, we'll catch quite a few pike. What do you think?
Let's keep fishing.
I thought you were going to say back of the landing net again. That's your trademark. Line's pulling out. Yeah. Get a bit of interest. Let's get my lens cap. There we go. Here we go, fish number 2. This one probably about half an hour after the first one, maybe a bit more. Same rod again, tail end of a bluey, out in mid-water. This one a bit more timid of a bite, but actually fought a bit harder than the first one. Another pristine condition pike, really happy with that. Hopefully a few more to come and we'll pick up some bigger ones. Slipping back. Enjoying the tranquility of fishing there, Tom?
Yeah, mate.
Peacefulness of the river. Just playing a little game. Just turning up your volume. Just enjoying a little bit of drift grazing. Yeah? So I haven't caught any pike yet. Yeah? Got your friend Joe's had 2 pike and you haven't had anything. Yeah? Sorry. Yeah, turn that shit off.
The line's going now.
I think it's stuck on that. Yeah, he's going right.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're in. Oh, he ditched the hook. Yeah.
That's alright though.
Get it back out.
Straight back out, kid.
Yeah.
That's a bit better.
You in?
Yeah, that's a nicer fish.
First bend in the right, yes, a chunk.
Feels a bit heavier.
He's off. Whoa!
Straight to the other side of the river. So
Need me to bring the other one?
Get the other one.
There's a better sized fish.
He's going to go again.
Whoa! That's like that first one he took was insane.
Yeah, it's really cheap.
Nice one.
Right, here we are, just had this one. It's on the, I think it was a tail section of a mackerel. About £7 or so.
That's on your float as well, wasn't it?
Pretty fat, yeah. I just saw the float just start going for a little swim upstream. Didn't really go under, just started trotting off really slowly. And this little guy was on the end.
A couple of explosive takes as well. You just lost one only about 5 minutes ago as well, wasn't it?
Just before that, a tiny little bite that was.
So,
but this is a bit better.
Happy
Nice
days.
little summer pike.
The biggest I've had is just under 15 or maybe 12. But the biggest out of the stretch is 22.
I know it's all mine, like close to the top.
Yeah, I'm fishing. Well, it was 20 to 4, so it's been a fair few hours. I managed the 2. Tom had 1 and lost 1. His one that he landed being the biggest of the day. I'm going to stay on for probably about another half hour. And then I'm going to call it a day. I was only ever going to do a short session. I'm only just down the road from where my mum works, so I'm going to go pick her up from work. So, yeah, like I said, I'll give it another half hour. If we don't have anything by then, that'll be it. Now, you want to lead if you can't control it. Right, so we're back again. It's only a few days later. I woke up this morning nice and early because I was starting work again, back to work. Turns out I'm not even needed till Monday, so it's the Thursday now. So it was a no-brainer. Rods were still set up for pike fishing. I know that this spot's producing at the moment. We were only here a couple of days ago. Today, weather-wise, I'd actually say is a lot better. We've had overcast all day, drizzle for the last couple of hours, and it just looks really nice, to be honest. And hopefully, get the rods out. We'll have a few more today. I mean, last time I was here, a few days ago, I didn't even have time to put the microphone on, and I'd already have a fish off on the right rod. So that's why I've got the camera set up first this time. I'm going to start getting the gear together, fishing with mackerel this time because I was going to bring my blueies, but left them in the freezer, and after telling myself several times, don't forget the dead bait, left them in the freezer. So I'm using mackerel today, be bottom baits again, and what we found on the other day was that they were in mid-water in the deep parts, so that's why I'm going to be fishing with both rods, and hopefully we'll have a few more, so fingers crossed that'll happen. Oh, and I'll probably slip on my arse today. It's really wet. Well, I've got me mackerel. Hopefully I'll catch some pike bigger than that. That's a chunky old mackerel. I'll be fishing the tail end on one and head end on the other. So I was doing the other day with the blueies. Seems to do the job. It's gonna happen. Putting just on the left rod. Go on. And you want to. I've only just recast as well. I thought I wasn't getting any interest, so I've recast. And there seems to be something twitching on my left rod right now. Go on. The hook's pulled and it's just sat in the margin. I'm trying to get it in the net. Right. Right, I'll be quick. It's quite lively little thing. Tiny little jack pike, probably only about £3, but it's off the mark, and that came off just after recast about 5 minutes ago. So recast has paid off. Slipping back, he's a lively little thing. But happy days, we're off the mark. Off he goes. Brilliant. The sun's just come out and it's baking. It's a shame it doesn't come out more often. And it's just going away again. Just about to tie up another trace. Sorry about the music, playing some music behind. But there we are, that's the only components you need. Really simple, just some trace, hooks, and some stout covers. Most people crimp them. I would normally, but the crimps, the little crimp things I've got aren't big enough. So just doing simple knots. This trace is actually supple enough to do that, and it's still really strong. That's what I've had all my fish on the last few days, on the trace I tied up the other day. So I'm just going to tie one up and I'll show you afterwards. Well, there's the first knot. Very, very basic. It may not look the neatest, but as soon as that sleeve goes over it, it's fine and it's strong enough. There we go, all finished. Neat and tidy. Really easy to do without crimps as well. I think it's a fox trace I've got. Really nice and neat. A lot better than the ready-made one I've got on at the moment. I'm going to have to switch over because it was all crinkled up from when I went pike fishing before. I got played by eels, it twisted all up the line. So there we go. And just a swivel at this end as well. All nice and neat and tidy. So let's switch that over and hopefully that'll help. Hello. Two beautiful huskies. Careful down there, mate. Aren't you two beautiful? Yeah, you are. Careful. Hello. Oi! It's an empty bag of mackerel, I'm afraid. Well, I've decided to move to swim. If you remember my winter special, the hour-long one, when we were pike fishing, this is the swim I was in, and it's just as treacherous getting down to it. It's really steep. But the other swim wasn't producing, and I thought instead of just sitting there for a few more hours, I thought I'd move. It's only a couple swims up, but I think I'm going to cast it roughly where I had them last time, and hope for the best in a new swim. I've got 2 new traces on each set, my own made ones, which are a lot better. I'm just going to flick them kind of underarms really, and hope for the best in this swim. I've moved the rods further out now. They were quite close in, both of them. Just done a slight overarm to mid-water on both rods now. They were in their positions before for a good 20 minutes, coming up half an hour, so I thought I'd just jump and change a little bit. Try different spots and hopefully pick one up now. Just have a touch on the right rod. Go on, you know you want to. Yep. So something, give it a bit of attention to it. Just get down, that's the problem. the little jack pike. There we go, fish number 2. It's another small jack pike, probably only about £2 this one, but that was on the right rod. Took a while to actually go off, but happy days. Second pike, that's 2 pike in each session, so hopefully we'll get another one. I'll stick it back out. But they're beautiful condition, these fish, so I can't complain of that. Just wish I'd have a bit of a bigger one, but never mind. Let's slip it back and hopefully have a few more. Off he goes, bit of persuasion. Swimming off. I'm getting a touch on the other rod now. I'm going to just put that one back. Yeah, that's away. There we go. Look at that. Another beautiful jack pike. Probably about £4 this one, maybe 5. But I'm happy with that. That's 3 fish and 2 within about 5 minutes. So the swim change, about 20 minutes, half an hour after the swim change, I've caught 2 fish straight after each other. So can't complain at that. I might try and grab a few snaps of this one, and we're sticking back. Happy days. Right, I think I'm going to call it a day there actually. Double take to end it. Brilliant. I've had 3 pike in a few hours fishing. They may have all been small, that last one being the biggest, but I'm happy just to be catching them. They are great fun. And with each fish I catch, I'm getting more and more confident with handling them and unhooking them, and that's the best way to learn really, is by experience. The first pike I caught was a little bit uneasy about unhooking it because it's quite far down. Done it really easily, and once you've got them under control, they're actually really quite docile fish. So I'm pretty happy with that. Not only because I caught, but I'm also more confident with the pike species, so brilliant. Like I said, I'm going to give it call it a day there. Just started clouding over again, it's starting to rain. All my gear is just a mess, everything's everywhere, and rather than set everything back up, I'm just going to pack up and go home because I'm going out this evening as well. But I hope you've enjoyed this little double vlog. I've had 5 pike in 2 sessions. Tom had 1 as well the other day and lost 1. And every single run I've had, I've hooked and landed, which is pretty good. Normally you lose a couple. So I'm quite pleased with that. Even one of the fish today was only just hooked on the outside of the mouth, but I still got it in. So I'm really happy with that. And I'll be doing a lot more pike fishing in the future, and especially this winter. I really do want to catch a nice upper double, or even a 20 in the winter. So as much as fun as these little jack pike are, I really would like a bigger one. Cheers for watching. Add me on Instagram if you haven't already, and Facebook, both Nuffinbutfishing. Subscribe if you haven't already. Like the video if you did. And I'll see you again soon. Cheers guys.